Hello and welcome to Jill Cameron Creations. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos from me in the future. And I am sharing with you a Always Be Kind card using products from the June Hedgehog Hollow kit. I'm going to go ahead and create a background for our card here. I'm using black cardstock and I'm going to white heat emboss on that cardstock. I am using fine detailed embossing powder by Hero Arts. Lots and lots and lots of anti-static powder tools so I don't get those stray white pieces of embossing powder on my background. And I'm going to, this is a large stamp, so I'm going to stamp this 4 times in the corners. I'm going to stamp twice more in and show more of the pattern of the stamp, and then I'm going to stamp 2 more times a little bit further out so that all of the image kind of runs off of the paper. You don't ever really get that full sense of what that image is, which makes a very focally interesting card. This is a really easy card to recreate. It goes super fast, and I have to admit, it is 6:30 in the morning here. I'm not a morning person, so I'm struggling doing this voiceover. I think I've restarted it about 5 times now while I'm drinking my coffee and waking up and trying to get the voiceover done so I can get some other stuff done today. So this is a really easy card to recreate and a really impactful card as well. I think the sentiment, always be kind, and thank you for your kindness, and you are always kind, and those kinds of sentiments are vitally important right now for us as a community and as a society in whole here in the United States. So I'm really partial to this card, and I have a unique technique to share with you about it as well. And I went ahead and I shared all of the heat embossing with this because heat embossing is just fascinating to me. No matter how many times I do it, no matter how often I do it, heat embossing is still just absolutely fascinating. Detail white embossing powder will melt really quick, and white on black is fascinating because it goes from that kind of you're not gonna fully cover that, are you, to oh wow, it really did and it looks great. So next I am going to fill in all of the circles on the image, the stamped part of it. I'm filling in all the circles with a glitter brush pen. And this is a scrapbook.com glitter brush pen. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but the glitter in all of the glitter brush pens, all of it is slightly different in shade and color. Wink of Stella is more champagne-y, whereas Nuvo Aqua Shimmer pen is more silver, and the glitter brush pen from scrapbook.com, which is this one, is more clear. Actually, it doesn't really have a color to it because it really picks up the color that's in the background. So I think all 3 glitter brush markers have a place in your craft room depending on what look you are going for. Wink of Stella is great on Christmas cards. It gives that sense of warmth in them, whereas the Nuvo brush actually has that silver quality to it, and it's really good for all of them are good for anything, but that's just kind of in my mind how I see to use them individually, or ideas to see them, especially the warmth for the Christmas one. I think that the Nuvo pen, because it's still clear but gives that sense of gold about it, I think that's amazing. Okay, for the sentiment on this, kind is included in the same stamp that the big geometric shape is on, and I wanted to cut this out. So I stamped this twice in ultra pink ink from Hero Arts, and I'm using a mini MISTI, and I wiped it off really well, and now I'm going to stamp it again, but I'm going to stamp it in Versamark ink, and then I'm going to emboss it with clear embossing powder. So to get it cut out, y'all know I'm not a fussy cutter. So to get this cut out, I actually put this on my pick scan mat for my silhouette, took a picture of it, sent it through my silhouette, and cut it out. So really super easy to do for me. If you want to know more about how to use Pick Scan Matte, you can head over to my blog, Jill Cameron Creations, click on the silhouette projects, and I have a couple of tutorials on how to use the Pick Scan Matte in your card making. It's absolutely amazing for my card making, and absolutely love it. So be sure to clean your stamps really well before you put them up. Take care of your stamps. Make sure they don't, you know, I'm not saying don't worry about them getting stained, because good quality stamps are going to stain, but just make sure that you cut them out and clean them up and take care of them before you put them up. So now I'm going to actually white heat emboss the Always Be, which is the add-on stamp set that's included with this month's kit. And I'm going to white heat emboss this on some pink paper that matches that ink. It's not this is not Hero Arts paper. Actually, I think this is Stampin' Up paper. I really think that's Stampin' Up cardstock. I have so much cardstock that unfortunately it doesn't get labeled a whole lot about what color or kind it is, but I'm pretty sure that that's Melon Mambo or whatever the really bright, pretty pink cardstock is from Stampin' Up. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And I'm just going to trim this down into a rectangle, and then I am going to adhere everything to a card base, and I'm going to pop up the Kind and the Always Be. The liquid adhesive that I am using is Elmer's Glue All in a needlepoint bottle. It does not warp my paper. It gives great adhesion and it dries matte. I'm really impressed with this, and it's a really, really good price point. So if you're looking for adhesive, Elmer's Glue All is amazing, and just get you some of those little needle tip bottles. You can get those at any craft store. So there you go. So don't forget to head over to the Hedgehog Hollow. The cutoff date to get this particular kit, I believe, was the 15th of the month. However, if there's any still available, of course you can pick those up, and you can subscribe to the monthly kit as well over on the Hedgehog Hollow website, so that you can pick up this month. The July kit will automatically be mailed to you. I've gotten a preview of the July kit, and I believe there's already one over on the Facebook page and over on the website. And the July kit is absolutely stinking adorable. I cannot wait to show you that. So that's what we're going to do. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything, just leave us a comment down below and we'll get back to you. And thank you so much for joining me today. Y'all have an amazing day.